There seems to be no end to the tale of the 5 missing booksellers of Hong Kong's Causeway Bay bookstore. Out of the blue, a self-proclaimed writer with the pen name Si Noor has suddenly popped up to talk to the BBC about his book, Xi Jinping and His Lovers. He alleged that the book may have angered the Chinese government and led to the detention of the 5 booksellers in the mainland. Currently based in the United States, Si Noor has been bad-mouthing the Chinese government, while at the same time selling his book on Google Play. Si Noor certainly knows how to create selling points for his book. The foreword says the book's content is based on first-hand, detailed materials, chronicling the many romances of Xi Jinping. Sounds interesting. But then, when he was interviewed by Apple Daily, which is owned by media tycoon Jimmy Lai, Si Noor conceded that what he had written was hearsay from American immigrants from Fujian and Zhejiang provinces. In other words, the so-called first-hand detailed materials are likely nowhere near the truth. The Apple Daily journalist took the trouble to have a full read of the book. But all the newsman found was that the romances of Xi Jinping, as portrayed in the book, read like fiction. Many of the details are not in line with historical facts and fall short of credibility in every sense. Much of the lively description is hardly believable. Obviously, the book is no different from the sensational works sold at street-side news stalls in Hong Kong. In short, the book is just as Causeway Bay bookstore owner Li Bo said about the books he sells. It is purely for profit, and it contains hardly any insider insight into Chinese politics and leaders. So how ludicrous is it? Here are a couple of examples. It alleges that in 1985, long before Xi became president, and as he was leading an official delegation to the United States, he let himself get trapped in the CIA sex scandal setup. It adds that the CIA then used the trap to try to force Xi to become their agent, and even gave him the codename X-53, together with a cash offer of $10,000 US. However, Xi is said to have resisted the coercion. Another storyline in the book is that years later, after Xi became the deputy mayor of Xiamen, Taiwan's intelligence agency sent an agent to tail him, and the two then spent a night together. The details described in the book are far more imaginative than anything popular fiction could create. The BBC took the trouble to interview Si Noor, and they must have taken him seriously. But has the journalist read Xi Jinping and His Lovers to see how credible its content is? And from a publishing point of view, can anyone really take this kind of fiction seriously? What about a book claiming to have first-hand information of a night spent together between Britain's Prime Minister and a Chinese spy? Would such a book be printed and sold in the UK? Si Noor's claim of a juicy story about Xi Jinping is no more than a sales stunt. The one obvious goal of his pitch is to provoke a knee-jerk reaction by China to go after him. Then his electronic book would sell like nothing else, his fortune snowballing with it.